Hey guys, it's Nick and welcome to my channel. For today's Shudder Day pick, I'm sticking with that international theme for the month of January, and I want to talk about Deep Red, a Giallo from 1976 made by the master of the Giallo, Dario Argento, because last week's movie, Knife and Heart, was inspired by these Giallo films, and I think Deep Red is the perfect example of what Knife and Heart was trying to emulate. So let's get into it. This film follows an English musician who is staying in Rome when he witnesses through the window a murder of a psychic woman who, in the intro of the movie, we see the psychic woman at a conference, and through her psychic abilities, she hears the thoughts of a murderer in the crowd and is like, okay, there's a murderer out there. Well, then he comes and kills her ass. So she gets hatcheted up, she gets murderlated all to hell. This guy witnesses it, he runs up to her apartment, and this is the funny thing, this is the setup of all Giallos. It's like someone completely removed from law enforcement witnesses a murder, and then they just become a police officer themselves, and they just like go solve it. In this movie, our main character, he teams up with a reporter, this lady who is, she's a little extra, but they team up and they start following the clues as more bodies pile up, and there is a creepy doll, and it is so Deep Red, it is so Argento, it is so Giallo, it's definitely silly. This is the thing about these movies that I think is so interesting. It's that they're played like these pretty serious thrillers, and I would say it's only because they're 40 some years old that they're a little silly looking back, but I'm like, no, I think even at the time they looked really campy. These movies are silly, especially because they're dubbed. I think what you see on Shudder, and I know this is also streaming on Amazon Prime, but they're in the dubbed versions. They aren't the original Italian language version, so especially seeing them now, they look really silly. And again, we've got these extra characters. It's all a bit much, but you know what? It's so entertaining. These movies manage to make murder look absolutely beautiful. Even if the special effects don't really hold up, you can tell the way violence is used. I think especially in this movie, it's horrifying and it does exactly what it's supposed to do in terms of being gory and shocking, but it looks so artistic. Argento is known for making these lavish films like Suspiria that look wonderful, they have wonderful sound design, and then they have tons of that deep red blood spraying everywhere. Again, I find it completely ridiculous that you have these characters who are not police officers that just happen to be working alongside police officers. I'm like, is this how crime works in Italy, like all of the time? I kind of hope not. But ultimately, this is a movie that I want to use to talk about the entire genre of Giallo. I mean, not really, I just want to suggest all of them. I think this is like the epitome of the Giallo. But Shudder has an entire section. It's labeled Giallo, so you can look at all of the films that they have on there. Anyway, check out that category. There are so many good gems on there. I highly recommend all of them. I'm going to give Deep Red a 3 out of 5. I think that it's silly and campy at times, but it has a strong enough story and definitely strong enough execution to make this a solidly good movie. In my opinion, of course. You let me know what you thought of this horror classic in the comments below. If you haven't seen it, I strongly suggest you jump on Shudder or Amazon Prime, as I said, and give this one a watch. It is so worth your time. Thank you so much for watching this video. I greatly appreciate it. Let me know what you want to see for my future Shudder reviews. Like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to watch this now so I can see you in my next video.